Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the previous video, we were discussing the story A Visit to Cambridge. Let us continue. The interaction between the author Firdaus Kanga and the scientist Stephen Hawking was going on. Here it is. The author stated that a lot of people seem to think that disabled people are chronically unhappy. The author stated that the people who are physically challenged are differently able, that they are unhappy for a long period of time. Then he continued, I know that is not true myself. He again stated that it is not true. It is not right. Are you often laughing inside? Do you express your happiness in front of others or do you laugh inside? For this question, the scientist Stephen Hawking answered after 3 minutes. About 3 minutes later, he responded, I find it amusing when people patronize me. I find it is hesitating that when people patronize me means treat with kindness. When people show sympathy, kindness, I feel amused. That was the view of scientist Stephen Hawking. And do you find it annoying when someone like me comes and disturbs you in your work? The author asked a question about the live session, which was about interaction. And do you find it annoying when someone like me comes and disturbs you in your work? During your work, when someone comes and disturbs you, do you like or do you find it annoying? For that, the scientist Stephen Hawking answered. The answer flashed yes. Then he smiled his one way smile, and I knew. He answered yes for that. People come and interact with me that disturbs, that annoys me. That was his opinion, but he smiled after answering for that. It was not it was not expression of anger. It was not a serious answer, right? Without being sentimental or silly, that I was looking at one of the most beautiful men in the world. He was not sentimental, he was not emotional, and he was not silly also. The author Firdaus Kanga was not emotional, not silly. He was looking at the famous scientist, one of the most beautiful men in the world. Next, a first glimpse of his shocking. The first view was shocking. Glimpse means getting glittering view. The first impression was shining because he is like a still photograph. The scientist Stephen Hawking was still like a photograph. He was completely what we say that he was completely cute, as if all those pictures of him in magazines and newspapers have turned three-dimensional. His pictures would show the three dimension. He was quiet. Then you see the head twisted sideways. He was not sitting in correct posture due to that paralysis. He was sitting in a twisted head. He was sitting like a slump. Slump means sit heavily, not with erect backbone. The torso shrunk inside the pale blue shirt. Torso means the trunk of the human body, the part of the human body below the shoulders and above the waist above the trunk that was like twisted. It was not straight. The wasted legs, you look at his eyes, which can speak. His eyes could express the feelings. Still, and they are saying something huge and urgent. The eyes would express so many things and that were in need. It is hard to tell what, it is difficult to understand what message or what opinion that the scientist's eyes express. But you was shaken because you have seen something you never thought could be seen. While interacting with that scientist, Stephen Hawking, you would find something which could be not seen. These is these are the today's paragraphs we discussed. Read these. We will continue the lesson in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.